Hey guys, what's up? It's me. We're going to be talking about what happened after the fire now. Sorry if my voice sounds a little raspy, my throat is kind of dry. Anyways, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video because I have another message if you didn't watch the last video. And I'm in a different place today. This is my dad's house. Right now I'm at my desk. I'll show you. Watch, when the blooper video comes out, you'll see my desk set up at my dad's house. I'll just do a quick segment on that there, because that's the only place it'll fit in. I don't know. I had a lot of bloopers just trying to start doing this video. You don't know how many times I did this intro. Oh my god. Last time my desk made a weird noise. Anyways, let's get into this video right about now. Make sure to stick around to the end because I got a message. Alrighty, let's begin. Okay, so, but after the fire, this is from an article I read online. It says, the Paramount Hotel in Parksville survived the demise of the Borscht Belt, but an early morning fire in October 2000 devoured the then 96-year-old resort. Okay, this is what the owner said about money after the fire. He says, because you're still spending even when you're closed. Exactly. You have the taxes, the heat, then... Wait. He has bad grammar. Exactly. You have the taxes, the heat, the this. I don't know what that means. And if you shut it down, when you open it up and it breaks, the buildings have to be repainted. They crack. You need to keep a minimum heat. And you save a tremendous amount of money. In 2012, Fred Gasthalter, the former longtime owner and operator of the landmark resort, spoke from Florida about the love of his life, the Paramount. I don't think he's talking about the state of Florida, because there's a town in New York called Florida. It's a town down the highway from Parksville. So I don't think he was speaking from the state of Florida, but I think it was the town of Florida, just to clarify that. Fred died in June 2013 at age 75. Okay. In 2012, no, not 2012, in 2000, it caught fire during an elder hostel educational program. I think that's a Jewish thing. Okay. The 96-year-old Paramount Hotel survived the demise of the Borscht Belt, but okay, we already read it, in what was termed a minor miracle by those on site of the 3 a.m. blaze. 250 guests, most of them elderly and some partly disabled, were roused from their rooms and evacuated by bus from the mountainside resort, all without injury. The hotel's core buildings, including a 2-story office and lobby, plus the kitchen, dining rooms, and meeting rooms, were wiped out. The fire is said to have started in the kitchen and destroyed more than 2/3 of the place. Hundreds of firefighters from 16 fire companies worked the blaze for more than 12 hours, staying on into the afternoon while excavators removed collapsed wreckage to prevent a rekindle. Many of the 186 rooms that branched out from the main building were saved, but smoke and water damaged those too. The owners tried to rebuild it with great hopes, but in an effort to rebuild, Gasthalter sought a number of tax breaks, but filed for bankruptcy before the project was completed. It was purchased with the plans to build a 70,000, I'm bad with pronouncing numbers, I'm sorry. To build a 70,000 square foot hotel with 250 guest rooms and employ up to 100 people. A corporation dubbed SAT Catskill has agreed to buy the hotel, which was destroyed by a fire in October 2000, for $4.25 million Not $25 million, but $4 million almost. 4,250,000. I'm bad at numbers. According to the records filed with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in White Plains, the property has been tied up in Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings since May 2003. The County Industrial Development Agency, IDA, board unanimously, chose Tuesday to terminate its agreement with the owner of the former Paramount Hotel in Parksville. Originally, they proposed to improve the Paramount and enjoy a lot of people, and none of that happened. In 2004, Paramount Reality Associates purchased the hotel and more than 220 surrounding acres at auction for $4 million. Since then, little visible work on the property has been done, and several for sale signs dot the area. Paramount Hotel may be doing. What is with this background? Paramount Hotel may be holding demolition. That we will let the board know more next month. That was the Town Board of Liberty, but I guess it never got demolished, which is a good thing. It is currently listed for sale at $5 million. Would you buy it for $5 million? You set up a cool tour company or something. I don't know. Then, the October 16th, 2000 fire gutted the main building of the Northern Sullivan County Hotel, ruining about 40,000 square feet of kitchens, dining rooms, offices, and conference space. Smoke and water damaged many of the guest rooms in it. Okay, we already read that. Hold on. Is there anything? Gashalter's family owned and operated the hotel in the town of Parksville during the rise and fall of the Catskill tourism industry. Many of the 186 rooms at Branch that were saved with smoke and water damaged them. Okay. Hundreds of firefighters from 16 fire companies worked the blaze for more than 12 hours, staying on into the afternoon while excavators, removed a collapsed wreckage to prevent a rekindle. Yeah, we already read that. The fire, said Fran Greenberg, was like a nightmare. Greenberg, who was at the night desk, took the first call. Smoke in the kitchen. She called 911 and then called again. The fire trucks were on their way, and a mass of smoke was in the lobby, choking me, she said. Putting a wet towel over her face, she wakened others, including Fred Gasthalter, whose father and grandfather had run the old Borscht Belt-style hotel for years. He was now the owner and awoke to see the place aflame. Staffers and firefighters ran from door to door and outside, and knocked on windows to get the guests out. By 3:45 a.m., hundreds of guests hit the night air, some dressed only in gowns. Among the guests were a group of Orthodox Jews from the Sukkot, holiday, and a number of bow hunters, but most were from Elder Hostel Senior Citizens Tours, based in Boston. Elder Hostel had sent 198 guests to the Paramount for 4 educational programs. You could not believe it, Colleen Freitas, the hotel bookkeeper said, shaking from her pre-dawn work. Some of the people had walkers, and some people had walkers and canes, but no one panicked. Everyone was wonderful. Stuart Heller of Liberty threw his clothes on at 4 a.m. when he heard the place was going up in flames. His dad had delivered milk there in the 30s in a horse and wagon. Still in his bedroom slippers, Heller wanted to be there for his friend, Fred Gasthalter. General Manager Bella Farquhar, I butchered that name probably, vowed to rebuild and reopen, but as you can see, that didn't happen. Mid-morning, Gasthalter and Farquhar put on the outfits of firemen, boots, helmets, jackets, and suspenders, to re-enter the hotel and grab what they could. Safely, they emerged with a batch of files and a single drawer pulled out of a desk. In it were soot and ashes covering papers and mementos. And after this happened and the news people wanted to speak to him, to Fred Gasthalter did not want to talk. His friend Heller said this is hard for him, which I can imagine so. Alrighty, on to my next segment, which is the outro. But please stick around, thank you. Thank you for watching this video, assuming you did. I'm just going to give a brief message about my Amazon wish list. So, obviously, I'm not even 16 yet, I don't make any money, and therefore I'm relying on all of you to help me get some stuff that would really help along with the tour that's coming up. So in the description below you'll see a link to my Amazon wish list, and you should be able to buy it and it'll be shipped right to my house. But only get something if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, do not get something. Only do it if you can afford it. I don't want you to spend your money on me if you can't spare any. Please don't spend nothing on me if you can't afford it. I just want to emphasize that. And like I said in the last video, these parts might not seem as interesting, but trust me, when we get to the tour, it'll be cooler knowing that, oh, this is what happened here, and that was like that before. You'll have a idea of what it was like. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which I believe is before and after pictures, which I just found a whole new shit ton of them. Not a shit ton, but a few interesting ones, so I already have that video done, but I just gotta go back in to edit it and add more pictures in. So, that should be up within the next couple of days, or maybe even today, I don't know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Okay, I don't know why I just did that.